A navy blue and white striped shirt in this style, Americana, classic Old Navy look, popular in Nantucket in an era. It's almost a symbol of American leisure, and in this photo we see kind of a wild composition of a mom running barefoot with white arches and very dirty soles of her feet, running towards the school, holding her shoes to get there as fast as she can. Her kind of figure becomes one basically with this emergency vehicle, red and white stripe in front of her, making an American flag a very American problem. And look at the other people in the photo. The person who is walking away from the school, the opposite direction, in the khaki pants and it looks like a black or navy logo top, they've got one hand in their pocket. That is a leisurely stroll, so to speak. That's not to say they don't have things going on in their head. That's not to say that's a bad characterization, but it is a contrast. Some people maybe are potentially like hunched over a little bit in the front. They may have already gotten devastating news. They may be frozen in fear. In this moment, though, we see this woman in contrast running as absolute fast as she can, taking off her shoes to get there. The light from the sun just kind of is illuminating this red and white emergency vehicle. And to me, something that stands out, just having gone to Catholic schools my whole life. I went to a Catholic school that looks very similar, and that kind of brick architecture style, the brick or cement or whatever laying of the windows, that to me just, it looks like a Catholic school. It's in a city I've never lived, but if you clipped out that school and told me that that was an angle from the Catholic school I went to, I would believe you. One thing that's interesting to me is just kind of surrounding the woman's ponytail head area. That was a weird way to describe it, but it looks like someone maybe in front of her, maybe crouched over so you can't see their head, or I don't know what it could be. But visually, it just kind of creates almost like a halo effect, because you can see in the emergency vehicle, if there was nothing between her and that car, it would be a black tire. So I just think that is an interesting observation in the composition of this photo. And obviously she is running dead center down the middle of a road. So the road is closed, emergency responders are there, and something horrible is happening. That is a deeply, deeply American problem. There are not other countries that every single day have mass shootings, and it seems like every single month maybe have one that makes mainstream news involved with a school. That's not to say that there's not more. This is a really horrible situation that I'm definitely not trying to make light of. I just think that this is a really, really interesting piece of photojournalism.